And I don't know why they have to do that, but does anyone have a question they would like to ask?
Hi, Stuart. It's Paula. Sometimes I hear high-pitched sounds.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Sometimes I hear high-pitched sounds, very high-pitched frequency.
Yeah, well, that's really good, Paula. That's you're tuning into the Om sound. It's the sound of all creative energy. Now just draw it through your chakra system and let it really help you to build your inner life. But it's, they have this thing called, I don't know, some illness that it's just the Om sound. You are tuning into that sound that is giving birth to everything in the universe, the Om sound. And let it come into you, let it go into the heart chakra, the throat, below the navel, the sex, base of the spine, and let it really help you to build your chakra system.
Thank you. I feel open space now between my shoulders also. So thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. That's the purpose of all this, for each and every one of us to grow and develop in our lives. And we need these things. These are things that are not taught in school. How to tune into the Om sound. There's no class like that in the university. But these are things that are very real and they're essential if we're going to develop strong inner life. And you come to them when you're ready for them. That's what's so wonderful about Rudy's meditation. You activate Kundalini when your system is ready to activate it. You hear the Om sound when your system is ready to take that energy. You know what to do with it. It's not like people, look, when I was 6 years old, I used to hear the Om sound. I would lie in bed and hear that sound every night, and always trying to figure out where the hell it came from. But then as you develop a spiritual life, you know what to do with it. You know how to use it inside yourself so that it helps you to build a stronger inner life. Does anyone else have a question they would like to
I have a question, Stuart, about it's Wendy. Drawing in energy. Could you just talk more about like what that means or how that is drawing in the energy to the third chakra?
Energy is food, you know. And if you're hungry inside, you take in the Shakti, you take in the energy. And it goes through the chakra system and it nurtures you. I mean, when I first started studying with Rudy, excuse me, he would always talk about how malnourished spiritually the world is. And I really didn't quite understand that. I didn't, but then as I evolved in his work, I began to see how true it is, how hungry people are. And instead of going to God, instead of opening to a higher force in the universe to receive that energy, going to the fountainhead of energy, people literally take it from each other. And you have like kind of a cannibalism that goes on, people eating each other alive because they're so hungry for energy. And mostly they're not even conscious that they're doing this. So we need to have intake. We need to take in energy in order to, you could do this for 5 years, what I teach, and then you can go a year or two and live off of that energy. but then it's going to drain away if you stop doing inner work, whether it's this or something else. Or you have to do something to sustain that flow of energy, which is so essential if we are going to live our lives in a conscious way. So it's eating, basically. I mean, Rudy called his book Spiritual Cannibalism, cannibalizing the universe, opening to receive the energy that the universe has to offer us. And using that energy, as I say all the time, to develop a chakra system that is strong enough to ultimately activate Kundalini and find one's, pathway to God. But we need energy. Look, a car needs oil, gasoline and oil. It needs energy. If you want to turn an air conditioner on, you got to plug it into the wall. It needs energy. Refrigerators, everything needs energy. And the one source of energy that most people don't go to, is that fountainhead of energy, which is spirit. So they take it from each other. They eat each other alive. It's really a scary proposition, how people live. But, what do we do? I mean, you can thoroughly understand it because we need energy to. I mean, they virtually have drained the earth of, creating climate problems because of the need for energy. Instead of going, I mean, you can't fuel a car with, spiritual energy, but you can fuel a car with other sources of energy other than draining the planet dry, and creating all these climate problems. So the whole purpose of our meditation is to build a system that is strong enough to draw energy from the fountainhead, from the source, so that we don't have to drain each other. We go to the source of energy, because that energy is the energy that gives life. Does anyone else have a question they'd like to ask?
Yes, Stuart, Chikor.
Yes, Shikor.
Can we just stay in the hara and actually draw energy just from there without having to reach out?
Look, for the 8 billionth time, you're in the hara. You bring your attention in the hara because you need balance. You need grounding. Getting grounded enables you to open the entire chakra system, which will draw energy. So please don't misconstrue, the uses of the hara. It has a singular purpose, and that is to give a human being rootedness, foundation, strength inside. That strength enables the rest of the chakra system to open. And when the chakra system opens, we can draw that energy from the cosmos. It's all very simple, and whatever, just try and be simple about it and recognize the purpose of each chakra, the purpose of the hara, the third chakra, how essential it is. I mean, look, try to grow a tree without roots. You're not going to get very far. Try to grow any plant without roots. It's not going to happen. It's only people that live in kind of rootless lives. They're not centered in that third chakra. So they're up in their heads, they're in their emotions, and life gets very chaotic because of that. And it's essential that we tap that energy source, which is infinite. But that energy is really powerful. And if you're not focused in the area of foundation, grounding, that energy of God's spirit, it'll burn you right up. You know, we need to have that grounding inside to be able to deal with it. I mean, I've said it 1,000 times. It's like in the Bhagavad Gita when Krishna reveals himself to Arjuna. It's as if the light of 1,000 suns suddenly appeared in the sky. You know, it's extremely powerful energy. So you need meditation of one sort or another to build a system that is strong enough to receive the energy of God. And that takes place through the development and the opening of the entire chakra system. With each chakra having a specific purpose. God, you know, the heart is love, the throat is communication, sound, the mind is knowledge, wisdom, you know, the sex is transformation. The third chakra below the navel is balance and foundation. And the crown chakra is the pathway to God. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask?
Stuart, so I have a question. You were talking about how people take energy from each other. And so we have this phrase, energy vampires. And it's a person at work or a family member that looks to pick a fight with you. How do we protect ourselves from that? It's usually very sudden.
Very simple. Don't fight with them. Be strong enough to say, no, I don't need this. Walk away. Why should you let one of your family members be a vampire, consume you? Walk away. Say, no, sorry. You know, I don't need this. And you developing the strength in yourself to do this, you know, just say no. And trust me, that person will find somebody else to do it with. They'll stop coming to you. You know, as long as you can say no, they will stop coming to you.
Thank you.
Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask?
I just wanted to clarify something you mentioned at the beginning before meditation. You said there was a lecture that we could go and see. Was it?
Yeah, Angela, all these talks they record them. I have a class that I do in Europe and in the Middle East, and it's recorded. This class is being recorded. And then, you know, Tony from this class puts it on Facebook and YouTube, and there's a student of mine in Israel named Ellie who puts it on his Facebook and YouTube, and you just put my name in, these things will come up. And I think literally there's something in the neighborhood of 150 talks that are on, you know, Facebook and YouTube that you can go to and listen. All these talks are there, which is kind of a miracle, you know? I mean, it's extraordinary. You should put them in a book. Published. It's an extraordinary thing, but you can go there and every one of the talks I give, unless I get into personal things about my life, and which I tell them not to put there, but a talk like this one today will be there.
Thank you.
And I gave a talk this afternoon. There was a class, and I even told Ellie it was so incredible, powerful. I just listened to it. I said, just put that on. Be sure you download that on or upload it on Facebook and YouTube. I don't even go to Facebook. I haven't been on Facebook in over a year, but all my talks are there. You can go there and listen to them.
Great.
Does anyone else? I mean, that's one of the miracles of this modern age, Zoom. I mean, look, everybody oh my God, COVID made this possible. Why? Because I needed a way to grow. You all needed a way to grow. And that's what took place. These classes on Zoom, and my God, they're really powerful classes. So, as I even said this afternoon, you've got to find ways to make everything in life work for you, to get you closer to God, everything. There are no excuses because everything can be used that way if we're smart enough to know how to do it as a way to get to God, as a way to grow and develop a spiritual life. Even all the, most stuff, I went off Facebook because I couldn't stand the nonsense anymore that was there. But then there's 150 talks, and maybe some people consider it to be nonsense. I don't know. But a lot of people get in touch with me and say that it really helps them a lot, those talks. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? Bob, maybe you should connect those talks to my website, that people can go even through my website and tune in. I don't know if that can be done, probably,
I actually have a link to on your website, I have a link to the YouTube channel.
Oh, fantastic. I didn't know that, Okay, great. Thank you. And also, does anyone else have a question they'd like to ask? Okay, well, once again, God bless you all and thank you. And with all humility, I so appreciate people being here and doing the inner work and, really using this very difficult time we have to grow spiritually. So thanks and God bless you all. There'll be a class again on Sunday. Next Monday, I won't have a class because I have this doctor's appointment that I do once a month. So I won't be able to have a class, but there will be one on Sunday and there'll be another one then also on Wednesday next week. So thank you. God bless you all. And hopefully I'll see everyone on Sunday.
Thank you very much, Stuart.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stuart.
Hey, good night. Good night.